I haven't tested it yet. I don't know if it will work. That wind is quite strong. I'm taking on water, so I can feel it.
It's hard to understand why anyone would want to traverse Britain's canals on a raft made entirely of junk. But it's a subject close to paddleboarder Lizzie Carr's heart. She has a very personal connection to the water, having started paddleboarding after a battle with cancer when she was just 26.
It was a great place for me to kind of just gather my thoughts, and it was peaceful and calming, and just seeing all that rubbish in them and the pollution in them. You know, it's sad and it's not a nice experience, not for anyone paddling on it and not for the wildlife that have to live with it. The canals and rivers were there for me to help restore my health, and I relied on them, and they were a constant source that I could rely on to kind of make me feel good. I took on this challenge of building the raft.
Noticing the huge amount of littering on our waterways, Lizzie challenged herself to make something of it.
I never set out on this challenge to kind of name and shame key areas of the country that were really kind of prolific for plastics, but equally it's really important to raise awareness of them so that we can tidy them up and improve them and make them more desirable. There were 4 areas that I identified as being particularly prolific: Tamworth, Coventry, Stoke-on-Trent and Manchester. The most frequent offender was probably the plastic bottles, followed closely by plastic bags, shopping trolleys, all that kind of stuff. And you always are kind of left wondering when you're pulling out the water if there's going to be a body or something attached to it.
Returning to these areas with Olympic canoe medalist Rich Hounslow, the pair collected as much rubbish as they could.
I paddled for a few hours every day to collect the bottles that I've got to make this raft. It's pretty disgusting when you see quite how much there is.
Lizzie then roped in her boyfriend Russell to help with the build.
Basically a plait of bottles to go round the raft to show how many bottles that we've found. Even the odd bottle with a little bit of wee. I think we're doing very well. Apart from the decoration, we're about there.
Today has been quite worrying. I don't think I slept very well last night, panicking about whether my raft would float.
It's good?
Yeah, happy?
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot more unstable than normal paddleboarding. I do feel quite nervous. I think I'm trying to procrastinate. I don't want to go. It was all fun when I thought the idea up. Paddle! I think people need to kind of fall back in love with their waterways because you never know when you're going to need them. Anybody else fancy a ride? Anyone?